In today's vocal video, I'm going to show you how to prepare for an online singing lesson if you're seated or if you are seated during a choral rehearsal. So, just to start off with, I get asked a lot because I do teach a lot of online singers, is it okay if I sit for my lesson? And I say absolutely yes. You can still breathe and support efficiently. And if any of you are in a chorus of any sort, you may spend a lot of your rehearsal seated and just spend part of it standing. So absolutely, as you probably already know, if you're a choral singer, yes, you can put out some good sounds while you're seated. And for some of you, you do have some physical limitations, so seated is really all you can do. So let's talk a bit about that. So kind of just working from the head down, let's talk about how you want to situate yourself for either a seated lesson or seated rehearsal. So with your head, one of the main things you want to be sure of as you're vocalizing is you want to get your chin as level as possible. If you are raising your chin up or raising it down, that can definitely sacrifice your comfort and also your airflow, which can also determine what your pitch is like. It may be a little bit less reliable, and especially if you are raising your chin up, you may find that your sound is a bit pinched or strained. So head first, you want to make sure it's as level as possible. Now we got the shoulders. So one of the things I like to do a lot with my students that are online is just have them simply raise their shoulders up and then drop them. And already they feel a lot better and things feel a little bit more tension free and look a lot more level. And you just feel a little bit more space through your upper body, which is key for a good efficient exhale. So head level, shoulders level, but I don't want you to feel like you're pressing them back. That's pretty key too. So the way I describe it is neutral shoulders. They are not hunched forward. They're not pressed back. They're about neutral. So neutral, this should get you to neutral. So working from there, we got your head and we got your shoulders. Now what about your core and your back? You want to make sure that there's not a stiffness. So I don't want you to feel like you have to sit up straight, right? We've been told that a lot since we were kids, to sit up straight. But normally if you tell yourself that sort of thing, at least in my experience, I see singers really kind of work very hard and they get a little bit too rigid. So rather than tell yourself to sit up straight, just like stand up straight, and with the word posture, they are very rigid words and ideas. I'd like you to think that your spine is very strong and just aligned. And in going with that, I often tell my singers you want to feel that as you're vocalizing, your neck is very nice and long. And that seems to get really positive, easy results for both myself as I'm singing and certainly my clients. So we got the nice long neck, strong spine, neutral shoulders, not rigid, and of course, level chin, level head. Finally, as far as singing posture for when you're seated, check your feet. Just like when you are standing and vocalizing, you really want to make sure that your feet are shoulder width apart and that your toes are pointed straight ahead. And here's why. Well, just try it out for yourself. I'd like you to try this. Try this experiment. First, you're going to stand or sit with your feet nice and wide. Second, try it with your feet shoulder width apart, toes pointed straight ahead. You feel the difference, right? Well, now try this again, singing. So first, feet wide, and maybe just do a little vocalizing, like maybe a scale, ah, and then you maybe want to try the scale, or whatever else, with your feet adjusted, meaning shoulder width apart, toes pointed straight ahead, and do that same scale, and you're definitely going to notice a difference. So here's why feet are important as far as vocalizing. Well, with the feet just so, you're going to activate your core a lot more efficiently, which just means power and strength and also a more efficient breath. So whether you are even speaking or singing, with the feet planted and strong and aligned, you're already going to feel so much better and definitely sound stronger. So in review, that is how you can sing nice and strong and proud when you are seated during either a lesson or a choral rehearsal. So to review once again, nice level head, neutral shoulders, long spine, and then your feet, shoulder width apart, toes pointed straight ahead. Automatically, you're going to feel a difference and definitely sound a lot stronger. So hopefully you found those tips helpful. Try them out the next time that you're in an online vocal lesson or at your choral rehearsal. I'll see you in the next vocal video.